Okay, so we have our subject. He's going to take his shoes off, light clothing, emptying all of his pockets for phone, keys, anything that would add weight. And we're going to have him step on the scale. For weight, he is going to face forward. Okay, I'm going to ask him to step on the scale, feet flat. Okay. I am going to move the camera angle here a little bit so that we can see what's happening. So I'm going to move over. Okay. Keep moving over until my scale drops. So I'm going to go back. I'm at 60 kilograms. Move my small weight over. Lower level. Looks like that's going to be it. So 60, 72.6. Okay, 72.6. Okay. Now for height, I'm going to ask him to step off. He's going to, first before he steps back on, I'm going to raise up our ruler here so this doesn't hit him in the head. Okay, this is our flat surface here at the top so that we make sure we're nice and level and we take that measurement. I'm going to ask our subject to turn around now and face the other way. Okay, he's going to step on the scale. He's going to stand up nice and tall. I am going to ask him as I'm taking this measurement to take a deep breath. I'm not asking him to exhale, just inhale, be your tallest self. Here we go. Okay, and step out. Take my measurement, 175.5. Now for our measure for waist circumference, if our client is comfortable, I'm going to ask him to lift his shirt up so I can find his iliac crest. He can point that out to me so that I don't have to go feeling around. Okay, so I'm going to move over here, mark this little solid line. This is just an eye pencil. I am taking my measurement on the right side, on his right side. Make sure that I am in centimeters here. I'm going to pass this around. Sure, yeah. Measurement. Cross-handed, inhale for me, and exhale. Okay. And I am 86.5 centimeters. We have, you've probably seen one of these before. So this is going to assess bioelectric impedance analysis. It's going to assess body fat percent using bioelectric impedance analysis, or BIA. So these scales have a few metal plates here. And so what that does is that causes a small current, not electricity, a small current to travel through his body. And the speed at which it travels through his body is going to spit out a value here for body fat percent. So that current moves slower through fat. So the slower it moves, or the more body fatness there is, the slower it's going to move, the higher the value. Okay? So this allows me to set up his age and his gender and his height. So I'm going to do that. Okay, got that. There we go. Okay, I'm going to hit start. And we're going to use this as a comparison to our skin folds analysis. So I'm going to have to just step on here for me and stay nice and still. Does it say 18 point, what did it say? 18.9. Okay. Okay, so we have our skin fold calipers here. These are Harpenden skin fold calipers, so they're spring loaded here. They've got a jaw here and two flat ends. So my skin fold will sit in these ends here. And if you look here on my scale, I've got one large dial, and then I've got a smaller dial. So if I've got somebody that's has a little bit of a higher body fat percent, I'm going to have to read that small dial and then the big dial here. I'm reading this to the nearest 0.5 millimeter. That's our sensitivity here for skin folds. I've got 6 sites that I've identified here. So if you look in your manual, all of the sites are listed. I've got a male client here, so I'm not going to be doing rear thigh, but I'm going to be doing chest for this client. So I've got first our subscapular. So if we turn around here, I've marked where that is. It's 1 to 2 centimeters below the inferior angle of the scapula, and that's about at a 45-degree angle. So that's a vertical fold or a diagonal fold. This one's a pretty good one. You're really able to see when you grab that fold, it follows that diagonal line. The next one I have is tricep. So we've got that one labeled here. We're about midway between the acromion and the olecranon. So this is going to be a vertical fold here. We'll have our client turn around. We've got iliac crest, which is right in this anterior axillary line. If I find the iliac crest, this one's another diagonal one. It follows that line of the iliac crest here. The diagonal movement of the iliac crest as it moves anteriorly. I've got an abdominal fold, so I'm just 2 centimeters to the right of the umbilicus here. So if I'm looking at it, it's to the left. I'm taking all these measurements on the right side, and this is going to be a vertical fold. And then our last one is the chest. No, we've got thigh as well, sorry. We've got chest here. So this is about 1/3 of the distance with the acromion and the nipple. So we're right here. So we're taking this fold. It's a diagonal fold. And then the last one we have is the thigh. So I'm just midway between the inguinal crease and the proximal border of the patella. And I'm just going to take a vertical fold here. So I'm going to run through one measurement each for these sites, and then we would take 3 measurements and look at the mean. If we've got a difference of more than 2 millimeters, we're going to take another measurement. All right, and we're taking these in order. So we're not doing 3 chest measurements at once. We're doing 1 measurement each, following that all the way from subscap to our front thigh, and then we start again. Okay. All right, so the first one I'm going to take is my subscap. Okay, so I'm at a vertical fold here. I'm going to go in with my calipers at a 90-degree angle, take my measurement, okay, record that, right, because you're going to forget if you wait. I'm going to do a tricep fold here. Okay, iliac crest. Okay. We want to make sure that we're taking this measurement within about a second, because as the clips are compressing that fold, they are decreasing the size they're squeezing those fat cells. The few fat cells that there are there, they are squeezing those, so we don't want to wait for it to stop moving, because it's going to continue to move. Okay. Our abdominal. Okay, we've got chest. Okay, this is that big one here. Okay, and the last one is the front of the thigh. Okay. Sorry, this one's slipping away from me. All right. Okay, that's it.